Hey everybody, G-Bear out here in the desert again, doing my watering trip here. I just came up yesterday, or late yesterday. I got here about 6:30 p.m. and I got everything watered last night, and then I did another watering today. I'm going to be up here next weekend probably for 4 days. I've got a lot of work to do. I've got over here, I've got my pedestal started for where the water tank is going to go, and I've got to get that cemented in. And I've still got some more filling to do on there, so I'll get the block cemented into place so it holds really well, and then I'll take my machine over here and run some more dirt into this thing. Anyway, I want to show you real quick, the desert plants are all in bloom. Check those out. That's pretty cool, huh? And we'll go through my garden real quick here, or my orchard. Here's that little clone that I got off of a friend's tree. This is a full-size Fuji apple, and you can see there's actually some sprouts on it. It's taken, so it's going to go, but I'm going to have to box that one with wire like I did these others, because I'll take you over here and I'm going to show you my miniature Fuji apple here, and something has been getting and chewing on the bark. It's probably a rabbit. So there's some over there too. So I got the poles in here, but don't have enough time on this trip to get it caged. I'll do that on the next one. But as you can see, it's actually got some fruit set on the top here, and I don't want that one to go. Here's my gala apple, and if you remember about a week ago, or a little more than a week ago when I was out here, this just had a couple of leaves on it. It's taken pretty good, and it's got some blossoms over here and some leaves and branches and all that stuff all popping out, so that's in good shape. Here's the other gala apple that did have blossoms on it last time, and you can see here the blossoms have set fruit and new blossoms, and then up here more new blossoms, and over here more blossoms and more blossoms here. So this one's going to be doing pretty good. I like that. I got my new microphone here with I made a foam ball to go around it, and I'm in the wind right now, so I tested this already, and I did a short video and played it back, and it came out good. But here's what I'm showing you. There's a little ball, and I put a key ring to hold it around the microphone on my headphones here, so that I could free up a hand as I'm walking here. I got a lot to cover, so I'm going to do it quickly here. Here's the multi-pear tree. It seems to be doing fine. I'm going to have to cage that one too. Come over here to my Bartlett pear, and the Bartlett pear has fruit set on it, and it's doing real well, so that I'm happy with that. It got a good drink of water. We'll come over here to my apple trees. This is the multi-apple, and check these apples out right here. I've got apples on that tree. I got apples over there. I've got blossoms and apples over here. So that's going to be pretty cool. Let's see what these big apples are. Those are the Brayburns. These are the Brayburns. Okay, moving on down the line. You remember the cold got to my fig tree, and I knew that that was going to happen. Figs don't like the cold, but I was going to experiment with this up here and wrap it for the winter. But I gave it some go juice last time, and it's got new green coming out of it, a new branch coming out here. So it'll be fine now that the summer's here, and then by the winter I'll wrap it. Over here, my peach tree. Look at all the peaches on there. I'm going to go down here real low, and I'll try not to move too fast here. I'm reaching over a wire to show you. But yeah, I'm loaded with peaches on this thing. All right. Over here to my plum tree. Remember I just had a few buds on it a little over a week ago. Look at it. It's in full bloom here. It's really going. It's just going to be perfect. I love that. All right, over here to my cherry tree, my multiple cherry tree. And we've got sprouts coming out of all of the branches here, as you can see, going all the way up. And still this one here just has buds on it. It's not really showing a lot of progress, but like I said, that's probably one that runs a little later in the season. So this one will produce first, and I'll get the cherries on that. Then I'll get cherries on this side over here, different ones on there. And then the last one to come out will be this one. And as I'm looking, I see right there, I see a nice little bud coming out. So it is alive. All right. This is the weeping plum, and it's not doing anything, but I did give it some go juice, and we'll see what it does. That go juice is amazing. It's really taken these plants from dormancy right into growing. Here we are over at the other plum tree, and it's all full of greenery, but I don't see any plums on it yet, so we'll have to see on that one. Over here to the apricot, and you can see the apricot is doing really well all the way up. All right, let's move across here quickly to the garden. I just gave this another watering. The only thing that I have left to do right now is take my shower, get cleaned up, and then I'm heading home back to Tustin. Okay, here we go. My onions are all doing great. My corn back there is not so great, but it came up, and I just don't have enough stalks to really make it worthwhile, so that'll probably end up as chicken feed. And there's my kale. That's doing real well. And over here I got my yellow squash. Let me see if I can back up a little bit. And over there in the center, just before the corn, I don't know if you can see it from here, but there's something that's coming up there. I think it's a bean plant. I think I stuck some beans in between the corn there. Over here on the small garden, those Mexican onions I pulled out of the refrigerator and stuck in here, they've got new growth on them. So they've taken. The cilantro is up. Something stole one of my carrots. I don't know how it got in there. It might have come up from the ground, but who knows. Anyway, I got plenty of cilantro. I haven't got any worries about that. And the peppers are still there in the ground. They've got to shrink down, and the seeds should take. My little potato over here, that's still coming up. And we're going to move down quickly over to the grapevines. I will pass my aloe vera here. And the grapevines are pretty excited about. They weren't doing anything for the longest time. This one lost all of the green that came up with, but check this out, all fresh growth coming out of the top of it. So that one's got roots set. This one, not so much. But I did give it water anyway. We'll see. Sometimes they take a little while to come out of dormancy. The big one, that's exciting. Wait till you see this. Okay, you remember this was just a little tiny bud sticking out of the side of the branch last week, or a little more than a week ago. I've got some leaves and stuff growing out of there now. But if I get down closer here, you see that skinny branch coming across there? All right, look down here. See that that bud on that? It's probably got a bud every foot along that one. And then coming up this one, I can see right here, there's a little tiny bud coming out. So this one is taken, and with a little bit more care and a little more go juice in a week or two, I'm sure that I'm going to probably get some grapes on this later this season. These over here that weren't doing anything, check this out. Let me get over the wire here. There is a little tiny bud coming out right there. You see it? A little red bud. So that one's taken. This one over here, I haven't seen anything on it yet, but it looks like there might be some growth coming out right there. And right there. So we'll have to wait and give that one a couple more weeks, see what happens. Anyways, that's about it. This was just a watering trip, so the skeleton is still there. Didn't do anything to that. I did bring up 4 20-gallon barrels of water. And I watered everything really well, and then I refilled or restocked my 55-gallon drums here, so that I've got 4 of those for 220 gallons. And then over on this side by my trailer, or behind my trailer, I've got those 2 47-gallon barrels right there, but they were only about half full. I've been using some water out of those. That's good potable water, so that's why I got it on this side of the unit. Anyway, I'm getting ready to take my solar shower here and lock everything up, shut down the water heater and that stuff, so I'm not wasting propane. And I'll be heading back to the Tustin house and be back up here after next weekend or just before next weekend for a 4-day stay. Priority again will be water tank, getting that one, getting that pedestal base done so that I can get the water tank on there. That's going to take probably a total of 20 bags of concrete just to fill those cinder blocks. So that's a lot of concrete to mix, and I'll be mixing it with Rapid Rod. And Rapid Rod does mix it fast, but that also makes for a lot of work. Anyway, I probably can make it a little sloppier because it's just going to be filling cells. Anyway, look at the desert. It's beautiful out here. We do have a little breeze blowing. I would say probably 6 or 7 miles per hour. It's just perfect, but it's it's got to be mid-80s easy right now. And I'll be heading out of here in just a few. Talk to you soon.